My presentation is on Ada Lovelace. She was born in 1815 and died in 1852. So she was born in England, and at a very young age, she had a passion for science. So she became very fascinated with machines, and she would examine birds and investigated different kinds of materials like feathers, paper, and silk that could serve as wings, and she would build different kind of machines to try and get them to fly. For her career, she was a mathematician and a writer. Her father was a poet, so she automatically had the writing skills. She translated an article on Charles Babbage's analytical engine that he designed, and she added a lot of notes, and that included the first published description of a sequence of operations for solving mathematical problems. She got married at the very young age of 19, and she married William King. They later had 3 kids. She died from uterine cancer at the very young age of 36, and she is honored on every October 15th to honor women's contributions to math and science. So 5 fun facts. She actually predicted AI. So in one of her notes, she had wrote and wondered if a machine could ever think, but she highly doubted it. And she doubted it because she didn't think that they would be able to have creativity or emotion. She was a society woman and also a genius. So as you can see in this picture, she went to a lot of fancy parties. She had rich and royal friends, but she still made a lot of time for her discoveries and her studies based on math and science. The third one is the Ada programming language. In the 1980s, the U.S. Department of Defense named a programming language after her. Ada is designed for developing large and long-lived applications, and it's known for strong typing, reliability, and safety for coding, and much more. She is the poet Lord Byron's daughter, so even though she was a famous romantic poet's daughter, her mom didn't want her to be as poetic as her father, so her mom made her study math and science more than literature like her father. She was actually known for her gambling addiction, so once she got more advanced in her mathematic discoveries, she thought that she could use this math to predict horse races, and this resulted in her losing a lot of money. So she saw the potential of computers over 100 years before they were built. She became fascinated with Charles Babbage's device called the analytical engine, and the two of them actually became very close in their works together. Lovelace understood the machine so well, and she expanded an article that he wrote on it 3 times its length in order to describe the machine better. The analytical engine was just a vision until Lovelace's notes were actually used to inspire the first modern computers in the 1940s. So overall, she turned math into a language that computers would be able to understand way before they ever existed. And how does this affect me? Well, Ada Lovelace's work with algorithms relates to my career now. I'm a social media manager, and so I use computers in my everyday life. Whether it's scheduling posts, editing, or seeing what content does best at certain times, everything is driven by algorithms. And so since she used her imagination and statistics, that's basically all what social media is, which is what my career is based off of. Why I chose Ada Lovelace? Well, first, I thought it was very amazing that she was only in her 20s when she made much of her big discoveries and when she wrote the first algorithm for a computer. She was a very young lady, and that was very impressive to me. She broke many barriers as she was in a very heavily male-dominated field in the 1800s, and during that time, a lot of women weren't even allowed in most schools, and so it was very impressive. I actually just thought it was really cute that her name had love in it, and that's what attracted me to research more about her in the first place. And then she still inspires women in STEM today. And these are the resources that I used for my project.